Good morning, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. It's -3 degrees. It is an absolutely cool looking morning, so it is really foggy out here in the Curragh. The sun is up there as well. I'm going to show you this i20. So, Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, please do not hesitate to give me a call, 086 843 1945. Or if you come to the garage in Kildare town, just ask for Brian. We are a family run business in operation for almost 70 years. This particular car is an i20, it's a 1.2 in what's called a Deluxe model, and the colour is what's called Aqua Sparkling. These i20s are a winner. They came out in 2015, they've been mega popular, mega reliable, well spec'd, and they're really chic looking as well. So in this video what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around this car in terms of the features, we're going to have a look at the inside, we're going to go for a drive in the car as well. And once we're done doing that, then I'm going to go down and sit on a radiator for the next hour. You've got roadside assist until 2022, and this particular example has free servicing until 2022. Starting off on the front of the car, some of the things I like, those headlamps on this particular Deluxe model. And what's also cool on a Deluxe model, when you turn around a corner, you get these bending bulbs, so basically it gives you additional light into the turn that you're moving into at night time. And because the Deluxe model then, on the front of the car, front fog lights are also standard. As we were saying already then, these i20s, I think they're just a really good looking car. The engine in this car then is a 1.2. It is a really reliable unit. We've really had no trouble with the engine since it came out in 2015. And it's a frugal engine, which means roughly in the region of about 40 to 45 miles per gallon is quite realistic, and road tax is 200 quid for the year. Moving on down the side of the car, the next thing you'll see are those really cool diamond cut alloy wheels. Diamond cut finish, as you see this morning, there's a really nice reflective finish as the sun shines on the car, and also you see that at night time, artificial light, it gives a lovely reflective finish. And the little inserted sections are also dark, so it kind of hides the brake dust as well, so just a very, very nice finish. Moving down the side of the car then, everything is colour coded, including wing mirrors and door handles, and I quite like the C-pillar the way it's black on the rear. But the C-pillar is just along here, it kind of breaks up the colour overall, just gives it again a very distinctive look. On the rear of the car then, parking sensors, because this is a Deluxe model, they come as standard, and the tail light's actually at night time. While it's hard to see this morning, they've quite an intricate and complex design, so it's quite nice when you're driving behind the car at night. Let's go for a quick drive in the car. So the first thing is the seat is height adjustable. We'll have a look at that when we're looking around the inside of the car. And I've got a rake reach steering wheel so I can move it in all sorts of directions. It's still -3. One thing I found on these i20s when they came out, they have such, I know it sounds like such a load of rubbish talk, they actually have a lovely chassis. I don't know what it is about it, it's just you feel really secure and safe on it. It handles the road really well. Gearbox is a 5-speed gearbox. It's really nice, easy, quiet, nice and smooth. I'd like for sending just over a road like this where you have bumps and turns and a bit of ice actually probably this morning. Feels really nice, and because of that then you end up feeling confident yourself. The engine's responsive as well. To give you an idea in terms of acceleration, first gear we start off into second gear, and I'm not being hard in the car because we're only going up as far as just shy of the red line into third gear. We're up at 80 kilometers an hour. We're going to continue on up to 100 into fourth. This particular example drives really, really well in terms of engine, gearbox, brakes. We have a full service history for the car at the garage here in Kildare, and it's going to go through our workshop before you pick it up. And the car's had one lady owner who's a regular customer of my own here at the garage. Moving on to the inside of the car. The boot is in very, very nice condition. The boot actually in these cars has a kind of split level function, so you have your normal level, drop it down, and it drops it down probably a good inch and a half. The wheel will also be standard on this i20 as well. Moving around to the inside of the car then, there's a child lock here, there's an electric window over here, there's a brushed aluminium door handle, and then there's a two-tone seat on the inside with 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts. There's also ISOFIX on both sides of the rear seats. In terms of size, if I'm sitting in this car, apologies again, it's a little bit dark this morning, this is the amount of space I have, so the headroom's actually really good in these. And then the legroom, if I was sitting behind myself, this is exactly the type of legroom I would have in front of me, which is giving me about that kind of length overall. I find actually in the back of these cars you sit quite low, and I think that's why the headroom is so good in it. This is the view if you're sitting in the car from the rear. Moving up front then, we have front and rear electric windows, electrics for mirrors, and a child lock down here for the rear windows. The driver's seat then and the passenger seat have a similar kind of two-tone effect, and what's nice on this Deluxe model is the driver's seat is height adjustable. As we saw already, in terms of comfort overall, you have the height adjustable seat, but you have the steering wheel that's rake reach, so it goes in and out and up and down as well, so you can get really comfortable in the car. Moving inside the car then, the view that you see, we saw the electric windows already. Over here there is cruise control with the speed limiter on the steering wheel. Left hand side then, I got Bluetooth with voice activation, and in through here I got these nice big white clocks. with a trip computer that's telling me things like average speed, fuel efficiency, how much fuel is left in the car, and then it's got a digital speedo to go with my analog speedo in through here. Down through the centre then, I got my radio, which is linked down into USB. And the other thing as well is you're going to stream. A lot of people, well, you can USB music using a pen drive, but you can also Bluetooth it, so things like Spotify and all that kind of stuff are going to work. Heating controls down through the centre then are going to have air conditioning as well. And once again, condition is quite nice throughout on the car. Because it's an i20 Deluxe then, it also gets lane change functionality, which means this little white symbol, when it goes green, when you're on a motorway, the car is going to actively warn you if you depart your lane by accident. In terms of safety, they got anti-lock brakes, got emergency brake distribution, emergency brake assist, they got steel bars in the doors for side impact protection, there's side airbags, there's front airbags. Very safe car overall. So there you have it. That is our 2017, sorry I take the pen out of my mouth, 2017 i20 1.2 Deluxe. Brian is my name. There's any information you want on this car, which is warranted with AA cover and free servicing until 2022. We can take any trade-in you have, and we can also organise finance. Hopefully the car's of interest, and thank you very much for taking time to watch.